So there is a belief I have about this book, and I want to say it carefully but clearly because I believe that the ABCs of sales belongs in the same conversation as challenger sales, gap selling, spin selling, and strategic and or solution selling. Not because it's louder, not because it's newer, but because it addresses something those books weren't designed to solve. Those books teach you what to do, and very well what to do. And this book is about who you are while you're doing it. Because sales today, B2B sales today, isn't breaking down over a lack of tactics, it's breaking down over a lack of buyer confidence. Buyers don't need more information, they need to feel safe making a decision, safe to explain it, safe to defend it, and safe to live with it after. And that doesn't come from a framework alone. It comes from how you show up consistently when the decision gets hard, and perhaps you are using frameworks. That's what this book is about. Now, here's something that I didn't expect. When I created this book, I made a very intentional decision. I only released it in print, hardcover, and paperback. Not ebook, not Audible. And at the time, I didn't fully understand what that would limit. I have since learned that I actually needed to have the ebook before I can even have the Audible book. So, working on that, I probably actually would have sold more copies by now if I had started there, but I don't see that as a loss. I actually see it as alignment. Because this book was never meant to be something that you scroll. It was meant to be something that you actually reach for on your desk, in your car, on a plane, before a call, after a call, in the middle of a deal that doesn't feel right. Something that a manager hands to their team, something that a rep hands back to their manager, something that gets used. Because this book, it isn't a book that you read once. It's a standard that you come back to. And you come back to it over and over again. So yes, the ebook is coming. Audible will come very quickly after that. If you like my voice, you'll love it on the book. But the lesson has been learned. The intention hasn't changed, however. This book was meant to live where decisions are made, because in modern B2B sales, you don't just close deals. It's not the ABCs anymore of always be closing. It's included, but you actually create the conditions where closing becomes the natural next step based on who you've consistently been. Always be.